YouTube. Voodoo 713 with an elbow shot. Howdy, y'all. Let's make sure to get this out. Wee. Morning, every. Howdy. I did a whole lot of talking yesterday. Oh, goodness. Huva ilta, Boris. Is it really afternoon or evening there? Yeah, okay. You're 7 to 8 hours ahead. So, yeah, I guess it is evening in Finland. Wow. Hard to believe it's... Yes, you're that far ahead. Into the future and never sleeping. How am I doing? Feels like my throat's all swole up. Used to be, way back in the day, I would not talk in front of people. I was shy, I was withdrawn, I didn't do good talking to women. Just couldn't do it. Then in between my junior year of high school and senior year of high school, I went to basic training. Delayed entry program, long story. Oh, okay. Sorry for the confusion there, Boris. Did you finally hit daylight savings time, or is that next week? I know these bloody Americans have already done it. Yay. So anyways. Oh, tomorrow night. That's right. This is only Saturday morning. Well, good. You get to feel the same hangover we had 2 weeks ago. I always associate it like a hangover because that extra hour that they chop off of your day for no purpose at all. And now you're waking up an hour earlier and your whole system sits there and goes, oh. Hola, Steph. Hola, señorita Stepito. ¿Qué pasó, amiga? So yeah, yesterday I came on at my regular tailgate time. Wound through a tailgate. Took a 30-minute break for Padre Piper. And then I finished up Chad's show. I'm going to tell you right now, Chad's a trooper. How many months has he been doing a 3-hour show like it's nothing? He just throws it out there like it's nothing. Bam, does it. I mean, I only did 3.5 hours yesterday, and it's all feeling like I got YouTuberculosis. Yes, that's what I called it. YouTuberculosis. Can't hardly damn well breathe. Ilta is still 5 minutes away. Oh, God. Boris, it's almost like you were talking about Natasha. Natasha is only 5 minutes away. Say the name. Abalone chips are not as fun as yeah. So anybody who's not been watching, Steph and Miss Kathy have decided that they are going to do a Zoom meeting. Only girls invited. Perfectly good. I'm hoping that Kitty Max Boone and Hello Kitty Smoker both can get in. I'm not sure how many other femme fatales are going to be there. Ilta Pavaya. That's right. So guys are going to be able to join in the tappity chat, but only girls on the Zoom. That's sexist. That is anti-misogynistic. You know I ain't upset. You know I ain't upset. Just trying to give you a hard time, Steph, because, well, I sort of can. Yeah, his name is Skip. Probably because he's right there in the same room as one of the ultimate hosts of the whole show. Come on. To say that you have a moderator who's a guy, but knowing that he's right there in the room with you. Three moderators, all guys. Oh, okay. Well, Paul will make sure people keep the thumbs up, and he's actually pretty good about doing the moderating. Curmudgeon, well, hard to pick a better guy, really. I got a feeling if somebody gets in there and starts acting a real fool as far as making snide comments at women, Curmudgeon's probably going to put some smack down on them. And that's only if Skip doesn't get to it first. No big deal. Just saying. I mean, look, someone wants to talk smack about my wife. They're pretty much going to have to worry about whether I can get to them faster than somebody else can. They're going to have to worry about that a lot. Now, if girls want to talk smack, I'm going to let that go because that's a girl issue, and I don't step in between girls having a fight. I'm smarter than that. Oh, hey, some good news. I came out this morning and I tore down all the fronds off of a sago palm. They were all dead. Now the sago palm will come back, but the fronds, the big leaf things, they were all dead. So I chopped those off and shoved them into some trash cans and put them out by the street. And lo and behold, not more than 15 minutes after I finished, trash guys already came through and they're gone, so we're not going to be disturbed by the trash guys on this particular tailgate. I am not guaranteeing that the lawn mowing crew will not show up somewhere on this street just to screw with me. I don't control the universe. Snap of my fingers. Where's that glove from, you know, that movie that I won't ever watch again because they got crazy hosts on one of their ownership channels that are still having a job there that say stuff like, anybody who voted for Donald Trump is a racist and there is no excuse for you. Even though her mother voted for Donald Trump. But see, this particular host happens to be a woman of color. So I basically boycotted anything Disney and ESPN. And then a little while later, one of their people on a certain Star Wars show makes a statement about how when society makes it okay for people to pick on people, that's one of the same things that the Nazis did in Germany, and suddenly she's kicked off of a show. Same ownership company. But this woman has a certain skin color, pretty similar to my skin color, honestly. And a last name that would make you believe she might be Italian. Interestingly enough, also a female. One's kicked off, one's still working. Hey, don't blame me. I didn't do it. I think both women are fantastically talented, and I think they should both keep their jobs. But if you're going to be fair one way, you got to be fair the other way. Oh, and other people were kicked off. One woman said something sort of kind of strewed as bad about the Obama administration. It didn't even say Obama specifically, just said the administration. So it could have been just anybody that was not doing their job. Oh, I don't know. I.e. Hillary. 13 hours of Benghazi. I mean, I don't know. You claim it, see it the way you want to. I don't care. But woman got fired because she said something bad about the Obama administration. The weird part here is it's a sports station or an entertainment company. They shouldn't be making comments about political anything anyways. Either side. I'm just being honest. If they want to say something like, oh, President Biden showed up at the baseball game to throw out the first pitch, because he probably will. It'll be the Washington Nationals. The President of the United States of America does that every year somewhere. You know what? It's sports related. It should be covered. Okay. And yes, Donald Trump did it. And yes, Barack Obama did it. Twice that I remember. Probably 8 times. But I know that they do it every time during an inaugural year. If I was president, I'd be doing it every year. Hell yeah, first pitch. There we go. I doubt I would make it from the mound across the plate. Okay, if I did it now, I could. But something tells me they're not about to elect me president of the United States. I make crazy statements, and people have taken those out of context on YouTube and put them on their channel and tried to make fun of me. I once told a story about an old guy I worked with. And how his favorite statement about women was he likes his women like he likes his scotch. But no. Somebody has to take that and put it on their channel as if I said just the portion that this old man said. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was funny as heck. So I appreciate you, Martin. Whatever clip you feel like taking out of context, you go ahead and take it. I don't care. I'm not going to be a politician. Howdy, Steph. I must have told that statement at just the exact perfect time. Steph wasn't here. It was great. I wonder how I knew Martin was here. The Tin Man. I had a feeling you were over there spying on me, trying to get your next soundbite. Oh, you can't offend me. But when that clip came across, there were people across the street. They were wondering, oh my God, did this dude just go completely insane? Because I busted up laughing out loud, completely loud. It was great. Steph is offended by Donald's lack of being offended. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Pretty good, ain't it? Martin, by the way, great show as always. Really enjoyed it. As always, I hang out all the way to the very end. That way nobody can catch up to me. Has something to do with like 33 something hours I've been watching. Colorful, yes. Colorful. I like the description. Yes. Very nice. Yes. Okay, so we're going to give one of them stories about a certain time back in my life. That way Martin can get a sound bite if he wants it. Go ahead, Martin. You can remember this. 20 minutes in, start. So back as a kid, I had this blue truck, full-size truck, GMC, no big deal. And from where I live to the beach in Galveston, it's not really all that far, only about 30 miles, so about 2 gallons, no big deal. And I would pick up, load up full of people, ice chest, this, that, the other, and we would get going down the road. Well, one time, we stayed like right up until, oh, I don't know, midnight-ish, and we finally ran out of things to eat and drink, and we decided to leave. So we take off out of there, and we're driving back. We get up on a major freeway. There's only really one major freeway. I am not going to tell you which specific freeway, but if you were watching, you could put it together. And there I go. I got to the point where I just couldn't hold it any longer. So 75 miles an hour, I climb out the window into the back of the truck. Everybody's wondering what in the heck I'm doing. And then people on each side of me started figuring it out. And we just basically had a pissing contest at 75 miles an hour going down the road. I don't know about the people on the sides. They might have actually been pissing on each other. But there was at least 7 streams coming out the back of the truck. And as I would say, don't cross the streams. Martin, the end of that possible good soundbite. So it started at 20 minutes in, it ended by about 22 minutes and 30 seconds. If you're just trying to look for it later so that you can edit it exactly right. I mean, we know how you are. Howdy, Jose. ¿Cómo estás? Alright. Jose's doing very good. I like it. And it is actually Huva Ilta to Boris now. I remember him counting down till Ilta earlier. Steph, Jose doesn't have a wife. He says, I'm a bachelor and proud of it. Of course, nobody has ever said some of the things I have. Howdy, Fireplug. Glad to have you in, even if it's just for a moment. Bow-legged bear, pretty damn good. In a cob. Well, I'm going with a cob right now myself. With Sutliff Bourbon. Ah, well, you know, every person that's ever been born still has a mother. Steph's got velvet in the bones. Okay, Jose, you might as well call her a wife. I'm not actually married to Holly. It's just a technicality. Of course, we've been engaged for almost 15 years. Another possible soundbite. Here it comes. So I went and got this ring. And I noticed that I could delay it by 2 days to 666. So I decided to make it 646. Yes, actual true story. I had to pick up that ring extra early just to make sure that it wasn't getting engaged on 060606. Sounds like something I'd do, right? Let's get engaged on Satan's Day. There's your sound bite. 26 minutes in. Start looking at that point. Six days, 6 months, 6 years. 666. I'm betting there are actually people who did get engaged on that day just to try and make it some sort of fancy whatever. And I'm willing to bet that almost everybody who got engaged on that day is already married. Whew. Howdy, Skip. Oh, hey, Chad. Glad to see you in today. Smoking a Chad, by the way. No, that's country gentleman. You're kind of West Coast gentleman. We're going to have to rename the pipe. I'm just trying to tell tales that will become Martin sound bites for the Over a Pipe show, because Lord knows if he's going to use me, I might as well make him good. Jose is currently sanding his new tamper made from the Aryan branch. You know, they salute with their arm up and they goose step, walk around with their swastikas. No, it's a tree. We all know it's a tree, but I'm trying to give Martin some sound bites, and I'm betting that one's going to make it. You had a see-through Swatch phone in the 90s? Maybe watch? I'm not sure that Swatch has ever made a phone, and I'm pretty certain they didn't have one back in the 90s, which was just 3 or 4 years away from Murtaugh showing off that briefcase phone in the movie Lethal Weapon. That's right. Did I see your phone hashtag? No, I didn't. I must have missed it. Heck, most of us if we go all the way back into the 90s, about the closest thing we had to a phone looked like a Nokia brick. Ah, okay. That was your phone number from back in the day. I would have laughed about that all the time. I cannot even pronounce all that, Jose. Say it in Spanish so I can also not pronounce that correctly. Now, my English is so good, I probably could fail on all accounts on anything. The silver tamper that is actually a check tool. I got it, Steph. Yeah, I could get through the estoy, the mi, the nuevo, but the other two words I'm going to just completely screw that up. Ah. I'm having a rough day. My allergies are kicking my ass. I feel like Jim Carrey. I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? Nope. The only two types of tampers that I've got are cheap as hell and really nice Larry Blackett. And because I'm kind of clumsy, I put the Larry Blackett away until I'm at a location where I'm not going to be on a concrete floor. I've already put a couple of dents in it, and I don't want to put any more in it. That is correct. It was originated in the Czech Republic, so it is CZE. Though I don't know if that's CZECH. Oh, Sandy to Tamper. Okay. Yeah, I was going to miss that. And Boris says that you were grinding your new forward. Languages do not always translate directly from one to the other. I do like having the check tool around. It's always a good thing to have, especially if you smoke cigars. That rod right there, with just a little bit of a twisting motion, can cure a plugged cigar fairly well. And it's the right size so that you're not going to really tear up your cigar unless you're completely incapable of being gentle. If you just ram it in there, yeah, you're going to destroy a cigar. But if you just give it a little twist and work at it, it'll slide in there far enough and it'll open up a cigar. You lost a check tool somewhere in Texas. Think you can find it? Yes, you can. Do I think you will find it? Highly unlikely. That's right. Chad has an English version of the check tool, which, if I remember right, this piece here doesn't come down on the side, it comes down more in the middle. So, more towards this side. So it's round on both sides. Boris, that's part of the reason why I only ask simple phrasings for it to tell me in Finnish. I don't have any hopes that I'm ever really going to be able to carry on a full conversation. But it is nice to be able to say good afternoon, good evening, good morning. The polite phrasings, please, thank you, stuff like that. So for simple 1 or 2 words, Google translates pretty accurate. But when you start going, hey, I'm doing this with this to this over here, somewhere Google Translate stops trying to translate and just starts saying, we'll just throw some words in there. If you need to look at a map, I would suggest checking with Mr. Scripto. I believe he has one. Unlike me, who they say, that boy couldn't find his ass with both hands if you gave him a map. Go ahead, Martin. Another soundbite right there at about 37 minutes in. Something about a cat with something big. Well, having never been in the Navy, other than I was born there, willing to bet that, again, that could be another soundbite. We got a small little briefing on places where we would land. Glorified cargo hauler. Unless, of course, it got pushed out at a high altitude, and then I'd follow it to the ground. But and sometimes that meant I was getting a briefing that nobody else on the whole damn plane was getting. Okay. The 4 B's. That's bathroom, beer, burgers, and I'm not going to say that last word. There is a lady in the house. And she's such a nice person that I'm not going to screw with that. And Estonia is where you gotta go to get all the good cigars and tobacco at not finish prices. Well, actually, not finish taxes. Well, Steph, the Netherlands might be from the nether regions. Then again, it might not. I'm so willing for that one to be a soundbite. It'll probably piss off a whole nation of people. But I'm in Texas, so I'm fairly good right now. Yeah, nobody's really going from Amsterdam to Texas to go be all pissed off at me. They've got hookah lounges with better drugs, and they would just get arrested for even thinking about stuff like that around here. Oh, damn, I might have pissed Kitty Max Boone off. That's okay, I ran a tailgate for her and then she didn't show up. No, she had a computer issue of some sort. I don't know what that issue was. All right, Fireplug, don't be surprised if I have used that. Just remember, make like a baby and head out. Amsterdam gummit. According to Glenn, flat earthers believe that Australia doesn't exist and that all Australians are nothing but actors. Well, having been there once, the first thing that they tell you is just about everything here will or can kill you. So don't touch nothing. Don't look at nothing crazy. Don't do anything funny. Don't get away from the group. Stay real close. If you do get separated, first thing you want to do is make sure that you are truly separated from everything enough so that you can see anything that's coming at you, because it all might kill you. Well, kangaroos might have been genetically mutated bunny rabbits. Who knows? And, of course, Crocodile Dundee was an actor. Oh, that's what Antarctica is. There's just an ice ring out there. Sounds like hockey. There's just an ice rink out there. Now boarding. True, everything in California does cause cancer. I have been able to scientifically link cancer in California with consumption of oxygen. Prove me wrong. How funny is that? Flat Earth. We have 1 million members around the globe. Globe. It's a ball shape. That was actually on the Flat Earthers Facebook page. I didn't even know that Flat Earthers would be crazy enough to come out and then to do it on Facebook. Are you sure it's not like the Babylon Bee where it's just a parody site? High five, Jose. 1 million members. Wow. I wonder how many of those are actually from Australia. I don't know. We'll have to ask Glenn about his SAG award and his Screen Actors Guild account. Screen Actors Guild is SAG. I guess that's why all of Australia are actors, because they have sagged over the edge of the earth. No, sorry, not doing rabbit holes. There are parts of my anatomy that do not fit in a rabbit hole. Just not doing it. Yes, Skip, actually Babylon Bee, even though some of their stuff turns out to be true, which is crazy. But yes, they are a parody site. Proudly displaying that they are a parody site. They have an annual Flat Earthers convention. Let me guess, with members from around the globe. It is so extremely easy to disprove Flat Earth. Chad, that part is just hilarious. When a site that lists themselves as parody starts getting fact-checked, how do you fact-check something that's just making fun of crap? There's no facts about comedy. You're just out there making comedy. People have a problem with comedy and then they start fact-checking it. Maybe it's because some of their comedy actually was dead center. Well, yes, Skip, I guess they decided that they needed to have a pair of D's. D's nuts. Okay, Steph, have you caught me in a lie yet? Yes, you can fact check me at any point in time because I don't have any reason to lie. I don't care enough to lie. I do use a lot of humor in my shows. Wait, I'm supposed to be trying to make people believe I'm a moron? Exclamation point moron. There's some good sentence structure. But according to Tropic Thunder, you never go full moron. Actually, I believe it was said you never go full retard. And of course, there's, what do you mean by you people? What do you mean by you people? Exactly. We all done been told Steph gets offended by our lack of offendedness. Charlie, there were some hilarious parts of that movie, but it was very hard to actually watch. I just kept waiting for it to end. I mean, but yes, there are some very, very funny parts of that movie. Like when Stiller picks up the dude's head and he's like, blood. It's all props. Well, I mean, okay. You know, Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness gets better. Every time I watch it, I can't help but laugh. Especially when I look over at my wife and go, give me some sugar, baby. Howdy, Ohio. Glad to have you on. I know I started about 10 minutes early, so we've still got a little bit of time here. Steph, Skip, y'all are coming on to do your regular show, or are y'all skipping that for your later chat? Just want to make sure. By the way, Chad, not trying to break into any of your, trying to keep asking everybody, how are you doing? But being that it's my show, are you doing a little better every day, hopefully? As all of us, I am sure, are going to say, get better soon. We all want to see you back running your Friday show. Me most of all. I am not stealing your show. It's a lot of work to talk for 3 hours. It's hard to do. It's also hard not to steam up your glasses when you got this cup that never gets cold. Oh, first decent sip of coffee I could get ever since I filled the damn thing up. Hey Martin, if you're still there, remember, when you eat really hot, spicy stuff, wash it down with coffee. Don't wash it down with giving your kid one too and making him scream and run away like the bad parent that you are. Chad, I understand completely. As long as you can say to yourself that you feel fractionally better than you did the day before, then you're doing well. And as long as you can say, I don't feel good enough to take over doing a 3-hour show, then I'm going to be here for you. And then there's the other side. Just saying, if you feel like you want to do a 1-hour show somewhere as you're finally getting better, let me know when you feel you would like to, kind of come back in there, because the whole community really wants you doing better and really would want to see you as soon as they can. And I'm not trying to push you in any way, shape, or form. But if you don't feel like you can do a 3-hour show, but you feel like you might be in for a little 1-hour show or something, no big deal. We talk, we can arrange whatever. Just trying to help. And I know you gotta be bored out of your mind, probably can't smoke a pipe even yet. That would be just about killing me. But you hang in there, buddy. I promise we're all here for you. I agree with your sentiment there, Chad. Hard to believe otherwise after I've seen all that this community does. By the way, howdy codger. Oh, come on, Steph. "17 days of no pipe." Okay, anybody wants to go on a pipe fast with Chad, y'all go right ahead. I don't have that kind of willpower. I am willing to bet, though, that either smoking pipes or pipes and cigars or cup of joes or whatever is starting to stockpile old Joe Krantz and Haunted Bookshop. I don't know why I believe that they will actually build up a stockpile, but there's something that tells me when Chad comes back as able to smoke again, they better have themselves a stockpile. I know that I am not on anybody's list of zombie apocalypse friends, because nobody wants to come to Houston during a zombie apocalypse. There are too many people and not enough ways to get the hell out. I'm fairly sure my picture will be posted as shoot on sight. Come on, Boca. You're just going to go fishing. Don't lie. Fill the boat up with a whole shit ton of water, set a small sail, and go fishing. Well, yeah, 610 is the only way to get out of Houston. Yeah, but what happens when they start biting crocodiles? Or actually, it's alligators here, but still. Same point, kind of, basically, when you start thinking about it. The zombie alligator from Buffalo Bayou. I could see it now. Buckus fishing right now. Dock or boat? Now, I'm fairly certain that Charlie could go 17 days without fishing, given the right hurricane conditions. Codger, we have I-59, 610, I-45, 225. Let's just say we got way too many people for the amount of road that we have here in Houston. It's pretty horrible. And I have been on I-75. In some places, yeah, there's a little bit of gridlock. Okay, so in case anybody missed that, Chad said he's thinking about opening up the Zoom later today. I unfortunately probably get stuck missing it, but if I can be there, I will. You know, it's good hanging out with y'all. Okay, so around 6 o'clock Central Time. Makes sense to me, because Simon is definitely not going to be on today. True, Boris. Definitely no crocodiles or alligators in Finland. And as I said, I am not going to try and fill in for Simon after filling in for Chad. I'm lucky to be able to make it through today. And I think the crows are coming to see if I'm still alive. So I'm not actually watching for when Steph starts the show, but probably around 7 minutes. I know that y'all need a second or two to set up normally. No, I'm not trying to kick out Steph and Skip. They can stay as long as they'd like. Up to noon. Whichever comes first. Heck, my phone sits on a better chair than I'm sitting on. That's part of my problem. I think the best part about the whole pandemic thing is we've had the chance to really get to know each other and to see that there's a lot of humor out there. We just need to take the time to go look for it. I think there's a lot of the world that's having a serious issue with finding that same amount of humor in their lives. Whereas we tend to promote it and push it forward. We don't suffer from insanity, we enjoy the whole damn ride. Well, there were 2 crows, and they were being chased extremely closely by 2 mockingbirds. And the crows were the ones that were making the noise, and the mockingbirds were making sure that they kept the noise going. And crows sound that same noise as a mockingbird when they are being pestered by mockingbirds. I don't know why that is. It's like they're trying to say, hey, I'm one of you, I'm one of you. Crows and ravens are actually very smart. They can actually mimic other birds a lot. Now, of course, the mockingbird is one of those birds that will copy other birds and other sounds down to exactly craziness. There was a mockingbird that used to live around here, and it copied somebody's car alarm. The whole thing, including the chirp chirp right at the very end. It was ridiculous. It's funny in the day, but at night, annoying as hell, because he'd get out there by the window and just start doing a car alarm all the way through, including the chirp chirp. You would swear somebody's car's getting broken into. Yes, crows will scavenge as much as they can. Listening while you reorganize the cellar. Well, what you do is you pack it all up, you put it in a box, and you send it to this certain address that I will send you here in the Houston area. Your cellar will be taken care of. Well, had I not seen for a fact that it was 2 crows flying over and some mockingbirds chasing them, I wouldn't have known for certain that it was crows and mockingbirds. Crows are actually a fantastic animal. They just really get a bad rap for the fact that sometimes their smarts turns them into scavengers. Farmers don't much care for them because their smarts will destroy those crops too. And ravens are right there with the same level of interesting ability on scavenging and really being intelligent. In fact, ravens have been known to mimic human speech just as much as parrots, which I've never heard a mockingbird mimicking human speech. But the higher pitched noises, man, they do wonderful at that. Oh, and here we go. It's getting all quick. Oh yeah, we're gonna cash you outside. How about that? Chad, I agree with you 100%. There's a lot of animals that have gotten a really, really bad rap for not a decent reason. Quite honestly, I think the crows realistically got a bad rap because of their almost all black structure. I mean, anything that's all black tends to get a bad rap almost from the beginning. You see some kid walking around wearing all black clothes. Oh, he's just a bad kid. He might not actually be a bad kid. He might just really identify with really heavy metal music. Then again, maybe it's the fact that he has a black pair of pants and a black t-shirt on and you're making jump decisions. Black does kind of go with black, right? In the whatever you're wearing color scheme type of thing. And at one point in time, a lot of people used to get, then why do they call them murder of crows? Hey, ask the flamingo. I hear they've got a funny name for a crop or flock also. Yes, they do signify wisdom in certain Native American cultures. By the way, howdy Phil. We are trying to get lots and lots of sound bites for Martin. I think I got him a few. I'm not sure he's even still on. It's either that or he's already editing the ones that he got. Uh-oh. Steph and Skip just started their show, according to my little thingy dingy dingy. And a flamboyance of flamingos. Yes, that is correct, Phil. Somebody knows how to use Google. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump on over to Steph and Skip's show. It's been great having y'all in. I've really appreciated it. As per always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and, of course, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I will see you soon.